Have you ever wondered why cancer is so much more common in older adults? Is aging itself the cause of cancer, or is something else happening inside our cells over the course of a lifetime? The answer is one of the most fascinating discoveries in modern cancer biology. Cancer doesn't simply appear overnight. Instead, it is usually the result of decades of tiny biological changes that slowly accumulate within our bodies. Every year, our cells divide billions of times, our DNA experiences countless injuries, and our immune system works tirelessly to eliminate abnormal cells. Most of the time, these protective mechanisms work remarkably well. But as the years pass, some damaged cells escape detection, mutations gradually accumulate, and the risk of cancer steadily increases. This is why age is considered one of the strongest risk factors for cancer. Nearly 60% of all new cancer diagnoses and about 2/3 of cancer-related deaths occur in people over the age of 65. Common cancers such as breast, colorectal, prostate, and lung cancer all become significantly more frequent as we grow older. If we look at cancer statistics across the lifespan, a remarkable pattern emerges. During childhood and early adulthood, cancer remains relatively uncommon. But beginning in middle age, the number of new cancer cases starts to rise rapidly, and after the age of 60, the increase becomes dramatically steeper. This tells us something very important. Cancer is rarely caused by a single event. Instead, it develops through a gradual process that unfolds over many years. So why does this happen? Scientists now know that several biological processes work together. As we age, our immune system gradually becomes less efficient at recognizing and destroying abnormal cells. At the same time, genetic mutations slowly accumulate as our cells repeatedly divide and repair their DNA. Throughout life, our bodies are also exposed to environmental carcinogens such as tobacco smoke, ultraviolet radiation, air pollution, and certain chemicals, all of which contribute to DNA damage. Individually, these changes may seem insignificant, but together, over decades, they create the conditions that allow cancer to develop. One of the clearest examples of this gradual transformation can be seen in colorectal cancer. The journey often begins with a completely normal colon cell. A single mutation, commonly affecting the APC gene, may give rise to a small benign polyp. Over time, additional mutations accumulate in genes such as KRAS, DCC, and TP53, causing the polyp to grow, become increasingly abnormal, and eventually acquire the ability to invade surrounding tissues. This stepwise progression demonstrates one of the fundamental principles of cancer biology. Most cancers require multiple genetic alterations accumulated over many years before becoming fully malignant. Hormones also play an important role. Long-term exposure to estrogen increases the risk of breast and endometrial cancers, while prolonged exposure to testosterone contributes to prostate cancer development. Hormones themselves are not carcinogens, but by stimulating repeated cell division, they increase the opportunities for genetic errors to occur. Environmental exposures further accelerate this process. Every year of life adds new exposure to cigarette smoke, ultraviolet radiation, pollution, dietary carcinogens, and other DNA-damaging agents. Although our cells possess remarkable DNA repair systems, no repair mechanism is perfect. The longer we live, the more opportunities there are for mutations to accumulate. Together, declining immune surveillance, accumulated genetic mutations, lifelong hormonal influences, and continuous environmental exposures explain why cancer incidence rises so dramatically with age. Aging itself is not the direct cause of cancer. Rather, it represents the passage of time during which these biological changes progressively build up. The encouraging news is that growing older does not mean cancer is inevitable. While we cannot stop aging, we can reduce many of the factors that contribute to cancer development. Maintaining a healthy weight, exercising regularly, avoiding tobacco, Limiting unnecessary exposure to carcinogens, eating a balanced diet, and participating in recommended screening programs all help lower cancer risk and improve early detection. Understanding why age influences cancer risk is one of the first steps toward understanding cancer itself. As we continue this series, we'll move beyond these broad concepts and begin exploring the remarkable molecular and cellular mechanisms that drive cancer, from DNA mutations and oncogenes to tumor suppressor genes, the tumor microenvironment, immune evasion, metastasis, and modern targeted therapies.